Retain your seed forever. Stop fucking nutting. Stop it. Stop it. Especially if it's with your hand. You think that's normal? You think that's fucking normal? It's not. It is not fucking natural. There's no fucking benefit from doing that. And most of the time, you're watching another man fuck a bitch, and you're just sitting there watching in the corner, jerking it. Think about how that sounds. Outside looking in. How embarrassing. Why are you so addicted to this stupid fucking dopamine rush that doesn't get you anywhere? It doesn't get you anywhere. Listen, I understand it. It's addictive. It's easy to do. Easy access. Temptation fucking everywhere. On social media, you can't even open up an app without seeing some ass shaking fucking everywhere. But you have to resist the fucking temptation. Especially if you're a fucking grown-ass man, you're a grown-ass adult. If you cannot retain the urges to do something like that, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. You won't be able to resist temptation with anything else, any other aspect of your fucking life. There's no possible fucking way. The only reason you're ever supposed to nut, is if you are producing a fucking child. Now don't go producing a child now. Don't do that shit. Especially if you're not ready. If you're watching this video, you damn near not ready to have a fucking child. Do not do that shit. You could have intercourse, but do not nut. Retain that shit. Retain that shit. Even if you're clapping cheeks, retain that shit. It's not hard. If that bitch is like, oh, what's going on? Why aren't you, be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm retaining my seed. I'm not having no kid. I'm not wasting my fucking sexual energy. You know how powerful that fucking energy is? That shit could produce a fucking kid. That shit produces life. It is life force in your ball sack. Life force in your ball sack. And you're just wasting it. You're just wasting it. Having that shit all over your body. Look at you. Look at yourself. Post-nut clarity hits. It's over from there. It's over for you. You gotta stop with that shit. Like, there's no fucking way you're that addicted. You have to. It takes about. You gotta cold turkey that shit. None of this edging shit. This new age bullshit, edging shit. Don't do that shit either. Don't aggressively edge before the gym. Don't do that shit. Don't aggressively edge. Don't fucking edge. Because even if you land in that territory and you don't nut, you're going to want to. You're going to get closer and closer until you say, oh, you know what? Fuck it. And then you do it. And then the post-nut clarity hits. But this goes deeper than just nutting. This is life force we're talking about. The reason that you are supposed to nut is to create life. Now you're going to trick your mind. You're going to trick your mind into thinking that you created life. That you did it. You're successful. You did what you had to do. There's no need for any type of motivation to strive for more. Because you did it. Your goal is complete as a man. So if you nut every single day and reset yourself, you will have no motivation ever You will have no mental clarity to even see your fucking visions. You won't even be able to talk to bitches. I'm not gonna lie. If you're watching The Hub every single day, you're not gonna be able to talk to look a bitch in the eyes, to look a woman in the eyes and have a conversation with her. Because now you fear woman. What the fuck is that? How lame and pathetic could you fucking be? Just stop that shit. Just, even if you have to put fucking blockers on your Google account, do that shit. Set up every single precaution. Delete social media. Use every single precaution to fucking get rid of that shit. This is life or death. This is not a fucking game. This is not a fucking game. This is not a game. It's ridiculous that I even have to make a video like this. But I say this shit from experience as well. That's why I'm so passionate when I say shit like this. Because once you quit that shit, I'm telling you, your life will change. You will actually be focused on your goals and want to obtain something. You will have motivation. Because now you'll naturally want to have some type of fucking purpose. You'll strive for more so that you could reproduce. Even though the goal is not to reproduce just yet. Your body's going to be telling you, hey, I want to reproduce. So let me obtain this. So then we could get to that point where we could reproduce. If you nut every day, you're not going to have that motivation to fucking do it. You're not. So cut that shit the fuck out. Your life will be, I'm telling you, your life will change. If you cut that shit out for about 2 weeks, you won't even have the habit to do it anymore. You only do it out of habit. You're not addicted. You only do it out of habit. So how about replace that habit? Instead of coming home, sitting in bed, jerking that shit as soon as you come home, and then you lay down, you nutted, you're so tired you can't do shit. You go to sleep. Next day, work. Boom. Life is hell. And you'll never get out of that hole if you can't stop. You'll never get out of that hole. Stop jerking off. It's not that fucking complex. It's not rocket science. Oh, but I'm addicted. Bro, just stop. You have to learn. You have to discipline yourself to resist certain fucking temptations. Right? Even, here's a good example. Even when you get a little bit of success, right? A little bit of success, and women start throwing themselves your way, you should still resist temptation. Don't start just, fucking hoes because you can now. No. Learn how to say no. Oh, but Zach, come on, let me fuck. No. I'm on my shit. I'm retaining my seat. This shit is important. I have goals to fucking achieve. I'm not gonna be fucking like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You should only fuck to produce life. That's it. Otherwise, retain that shit. If you do fuck, retain your seed. Tell your ball sack, yo, do not release. Like, it's really not that fucking hard. It's really not that fucking hard. But it's essential. It is essential to really get shit going, to really get shit in motion, to really hold some type of discipline. Because it'll start with that, right? And you'll be like, damn, I could just give that up like that and my life is so much better. Fuck it. Let me try applying it to this principle, right? Right? Cut out all your fucking addictions, one by one. And replace it. Listen. I'm somebody who everybody's different. I notice I have a pretty addictive personality. So what you have to do is put that addiction into something else. You cannot have an addictive personality and not be addicted to something. I'm addicted to work, to the gym, to eat, to getting my meals in. That's it. I'm not addicted to drinking. I'm not addicted to porn anymore. Like, you have to replace your addictions. You have to replace that shit. So if you give up porn, I don't know how to say that shit on YouTube, but if you give that shit up, you have to replace it with something. You have to, you have to start thinking and being like, okay, now what? That time I would spend doing this, what do I fill that time with up now? And if you're not working out, you should probably fill up that time with working out. Also, your strength will increase like fucking crazy. You'll have so much mental clarity, and you're gonna have so many creative fucking ideas. Like, ideas are going to just form in your fucking head. And listen, it's gonna be tough because bitches are gonna be more attracted to you. You're gonna have a different aura. Bitches are gonna be more attracted to you. But like I said, resist that temptation. Who gives a fuck? You're on your shit right now. You don't need to deal with that shit right now. You have all the time in the world. Listen, when it comes to women, when it comes to bitches, right? Especially if you don't have a girlfriend right now, you're in a good spot. You're in a good position, my friend. Because let me tell you something. If you work on yourself, if you wholeheartedly work on yourself and hit your goals and just keep improving and keep improving and keep improving, you're not going to miss out on shit if you're not fucking right now. You're not going to miss out on shit. The echelon of women that you could be with are only going to get better if you get better. That's how this shit works. So you're not missing out on shit. Like, yeah, you could, in the short term, it looks like you're missing out on opportunity to fuck. No. Play the long game. With everything, play the fucking long game. I love y'all. This is why I say this shit. You have to give that shit up. You have to. When I say this shit too, I'm talking to my younger self. I'm talking to my older self. I'm talking about every version of myself. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Because, I'm human. I struggle with all this type of shit. I struggle with addiction. I struggle with so much shit. But you have to learn to discipline yourself, resist temptation, and you'll really start to see your life elevate. There's no pros to releasing your seed. There's no pros. Unless you're creating life, you get like a minute of pleasure, and after, that's it. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. You have to remember it's not worth it. It's the hardest thing to kick, especially if it's sex. It's going to be a hard thing to kick. But you have to exterminate that shit. You have to get rid of that shit. This shit is life or death. This shit is life or death. This shit is not a game. Too many people treat life like a game. This shit could be over tomorrow. Tomorrow. And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Nothing. Stop wasting time. Time is very precious and limited. We don't get that shit back. Please, man. We don't get that shit back. So stop jerking off. Stop releasing your seed. You will become a powerful fucking being. You will become your dream person that you want. What the fuck is the word for it? Fuck, man. You will become the person that you want to become. The man that you think you are right now or you really want to be, you will become that if you give up this one addiction. What a trade-off is that? Of course, you're going to have to fucking work hard, but it's a really good trade-off. It's a good start. So fucking do it. Stop jerking off. Stop today. and don't relapse and all that shit, stop it. Stop that shit forever. I love you.